What's up, Duelists? We are Team Ojama, and welcome to our third team talk. So, this week we're going to be talking about all the news that was announced in the previous week, including Legendary Duelist, which is coming out this week, and then Circuit Breaker news for next weekend, and other miscellaneous stuff like Oddeyes Revolution Dragon.
Yeah, there is. So that's the upcoming structure deck for Counter Fairies. And yeah, that's like the major bit of the news. So why don't we get started with the Legendary Dragons deck. So basically this set comes with 3 pre-constructed decks, 3 Yu-Gi-Oh characters, Yugi, what's his name? No, Yuya, Zaid, which is Cyber Dragons, and then Yuya, which is Oddeyes. And let's be honest, it's a great set, considering what comes out of it. There are basically 3 new cards that come out with each of the sets. The first one for the Yugi one, it's Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. A fusion monster, 3000 attack, 25 defense. Dark Magician with 1 dragon monster as material. And basically it protects all your spells and traps, which is exactly what Dark Magician needs.
It's the main thing they were needing, just to make sure your Eternal Soul didn't get destroyed.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, like,
bring it back, which is even better.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's basically, it cannot target, it cannot be destroyed. I mean, like, so what the heck do you do with it?
Yeah.
You can't even, if we had Heavy Storm, you can't even Heavy Storm it away. It's too good.
As soon as I found out about the card, I got a playset of Itemized first edition.
Does that actually come with Itemized?
Yeah, it comes with
Does it?
Itemized.
Yeah, but I wanted the OG, just to match rarity.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the thing is that as we're looking at this deck list right here, with the Yugi one, it usually comes with only 1 copy of the stuff, of like everything that you need, which is kind of disappointing because actually with like Zane's deck and Yuya's deck, it usually comes with multiples of the stuff that you need. So it's a little disappointing in that regard. But the fact that like you get like the newly printed Dark
Magician, Dragon Knight.
Yeah. Oh, and the first print of Apprentice Illusion
Magician.
Oh.
as an ultra.
That was very surprising it came out so early. I was actually not expecting it to come out as early as it did.
Well, that's actually the thing. It's like it was half rumored that it was going to come out, and then half says like, nah, it's too early. But well, guess what? It's okay. It's enough for now.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on Cyber Dragons. Ojama Black and Ojama Red are much more into it with the new fusion monster that comes out. So yeah.
A new fusion monster. Basically, it's a new contact fusion similar to the Chimera tech. Basically, what it does is create 1 Cyber Dragon monster and 1 monster in the extra deck monster zone. So basically, you can take over your opponent's extra deck monster and just use it for the material, which is pretty good for removal. And the other effect is that it gains 1200 attack times the number of fusion materials used with it. So basically, a 2400 attack usually. I mean, it's okay.
24 and then the Cyber Dragon, so if you have both occupied, then technically it's...
you can 36 if you have 3, which isn't that bad. I mean, it is a decent card. I mean, I wouldn't say it's horrible. I mean, I actually do think it's actually pretty good. So, I mean, anytime a removal that doesn't, like, activate, quote-unquote, is pretty good.
Well, I mean, like, think about it this way. It's like, you just, as long as you have that out, then you...
It's like constant threat.
Yeah, it's a constant threat. You just pull out the Cyber Dragon, it's like, well, my extra deck is now...
Oh yeah, it was like when Cosmos were first big, people just said it was normal summon the Cyber Dragon core and been like, okay, what do I do? Just make fire attack. So
yeah,
it's definitely a good card. It's not exactly what Cyber Dragon's needed for like Link format, but it's definitely a step in the right direction, I think.
Yeah, but at the same time though, when you look at the actual deck list, it comes with like, it's so good. It comes with 3 core, 3 dragon, 2 Zedway, 3 cyber repair plant, which is actually the first reprint I think since the structure that came out actually.
So those definitely needed.
Yeah, it comes out with actually Stormy, Mirror Force, Quickie, Mirror Force, Dragon Mirror Force, which is a little weird considering it's an OTK based deck, I guess, so it's a little weird, but then, you know what? If you want those common Mirror Forces, okay, go ahead, that's what you need. As for the Yu-Gi-Oh structure deck, it comes out with Oddeyes Arc Pendulum Dragon, which is a normal pendulum monster, level 7 Dark Dragon, 27 attack, 2000 defense, Pendulum Scale 8, which some people are kind of mixed with, because I kind of wanted it low, Ojama Red wanted it high, so we're kind of mixed bag on it. But the thing is that its pendulum effect is so good. It's, if you control Odd Eyes card that is destroyed by a battle or card effect, basically, you can special summon an Odd Eyes monster. Any Odd Eyes monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So good. Well, Ojama Red disagrees, but like I think in Ojama Red, in a Perform with Pal Odd Eyes deck combination, it's really good because it gives you quicker access to your Odd Eye Vortex. Basically, any of your extra deck oriented monsters, it just brings them out much quicker. And the deck list is actually not too bad. It's kind of like a half between the Cyber Dragon and the Yuki structure deck, or Yuki structure deck, sorry. That it kind of comes with 1 or 2 of cards, but then usually the 2 of is stuff that you need. It comes with the Scorpopath Joker, 2 of them. It comes with 2 Spiral Flame Strikes, which was recently printed as an Ultra. 2 Duelist Alliance, it's amazing. Though kind of ugly. That's
a comment.
Sky Iris is reprinted twice, so I mean originally it was only in structure deck and in the OTS pack anyway. So it's really good, and it comes with like all the
alternate artworks for the Dimension Dragons.
Yeah, and the Dimension Dragons themselves is really nice. So
and then you got Odd Eyes Persona Dragon as a reprint too, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, exactly. That actually got reprinted as a common.
It's a common. That and Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon also, and Mirage, which
was Phantom was a promo too. Right?
Yeah, Phantom was a promo also.
Wow, so you're actually getting
a lot of
three promos in the deck itself.
It's really good.
So I think like as long as you're building the deck, then or any one of those decks, then it's worth getting them.
Exactly.
If you get your money's worth out of it. Well, that comes out this Friday, Thursday, whichever. So pretty much go ahead and go to your stores and get it right away because we are sure heck going to. But coming up with the next booster set is Circuit Break, and there's some recently announced cards that came out of it, and we're all excited about that. Well, at least one card that we're really excited about. One card that kind of not overtook the OCG necessarily, but that is like one of the main go-to cards of the deck with you kind of like have like a kind of a brick hand is the number 41 card. What's it called? They call it the Bazooka. The terribly tired Turd.
Sure, he's tired. That's a good one to make.
I think he was holding something else actually.
Wasn't it like
it was a bottle of alcohol last time.
Yeah, and then now they turned it into like a cloud or a pillow or something like that.
He's just tired.
Yeah, he's tired. He's tired. He's not drunk. But it's a very powerful card. Basically, it's kind of like a skill drain on legs. I mean, like its stats are not bad at all. It's 21 attack, 2000 defense. Just requires generic 2 level 4 monsters. I mean, like how much better can you really get? It's amazing.
Yeah, because it's in the defense position. It is a walking skill drain. Every standby phase you have to detach, which isn't horrible because it buys you time and plus
Your standby.
Yeah, your standby. You can use it twice, which is pretty nice. And then on top of that, like let's say it's like, oh, I bricked. I'm just gonna summon this, and this. I wouldn't say stall, but just wait until you have something to do next turn, which isn't really a bad strategy. It's kind of like the next like a Reflegia or next Exciton Knight in a way. It's like a next generic rank 4.
Even better in some cases.
Yeah, even better in some cases. Yeah.
Yeah, like I know we'll see this upcoming with like ABCs when they come out with meta. Spirals, if they ever brick, might go into this.
It's a good deterrent against spirals too.
Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, they can't activate the effects, so it's like, well, you're just kind of stuck there. So no matter what. The next card is Akshi Magician, which
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Link monster, generic, 2 of the same type that are not token. So it's not universal, so to speak, but it is still a great card in itself because it links top and bottom, and then basically, if this card is linked summon, you return all monsters this card points to. So basically, it's kind of spot removal in some cases. So, and once returned, you can declare a card name, estimate the top card of your deck, equal to the total link rating of the link monster.
Yeah, Koa? Is it Koa?
It says total link rating. I'm not sure.
Oh, the number.
Oh, the numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. And then you estimate 80 copies of the declared card added to your hand. Also send the remaining cards to the graveyard, which is...
Yeah, that's...
I think like mostly it's used for just for the fact that it's just 2 monsters top and down pretty easily, and you know, free compulse back whatever you need. Especially with the kind of cards that you need that like are on your field and you want to re-normal summon it the next turn.
Or if you use a kaiju.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bring
that's
back
very
my
true.
kaiju.
Yeah.
That's very true actually. But thinking about that now, it's like, good god.
And I'm like,
I know. There's also recent announcements with the new support for FA, the TCG exclusive.
Yeah.
Still waiting on those Vendreads.
Yeah, probably we'll find out
tomorrow.
later, and like later this week, like, okay, here's all over stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I was really hoping that they would reveal more of the Vendread stuff. But I mean, still, regardless, the FA cards are actually pretty.
It's interesting support. I actually think it's actually pretty good.
I think a lot of people like they look at the card and what it does, and they think, oh yeah, it's okay. Like one, like usually they're level manipulations, and if they reach a level 7, then they gain certain effects, like they're unaffected by certain things. Or this new one that just came out, if it's level 7 or higher, your opponent cannot discard or send cards from their hands to the graveyard to activate card effects. So basically, if you want to send a card for cost, no, you can't do that. You want to, you want those hand traps to go off? No, you can't do that. I think a lot of people tend to look at it and say, you know what, standalone, these cards are not good. But then what I'm looking for actually is what the archetype can potentially do more than anything else, because they got a new field spell, which basically, once during main phase, you could bump every single FA card by 2 levels. So instantly, most of the cards are level 4. So instantly they become level 6. So you just need another card just to bump them up by 1 more level, and then suddenly they have their effects, which is amazing. And it kind of has like a Cosmo, actually the field style is kind of like a Cosmo effect, where if it's destroyed,
You add one.
then you add one FA card that's not the field spell.
Yeah, which is that's fair though.
Yeah, and then like you get the quick play spell card, which is basically free draws, basically, because when you activate it, you target an FA monster, reduce the level by 2, and then you draw cards equal to the number of same card that you activated in your graveyard plus 1. So basically, at the first initial play that you put it in, it doesn't net you anything. But then as you play more of it, then it starts netting you more cards every single time you use it. So if they have like some way to recycle that power,
That'd be amazing.
amazing. Already I can kind of see this deck working with Speedroids to do level manipulations with Speedroid tuners, so you can get into some high level synchros. And also like Symphonic Warriors for Pendulum mechanics if you really want to. So just keep an eye on this archetype realistically. A lot of people put some downers on it, but I think it has the potential, assuming Konami gives the proper support. Moving on. What is this? Well, it's coming out as a promo, right?
Yeah,
other news. We're getting actually a new Odd Eyes card. Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. It's a level 12 dark dragon, so you can't really pendulum summon it that easily, if at all. Attack and defense are question marks. Pendulum scale 12, so that's amazing. But at the same time, its pendulum effect is that you cannot pendulum summon monsters except dragons, which, yeah, it's kind of a downer in some ways. But its monster effects are absolutely amazing.
Great.
Yeah. Basically, once per turn, you can target a Dragon Fusion, Synchro, or XYZ monster in your graveyard, destroy this card, and if you do, special summon that monster. That has so much potential because there's so many great Dragon extra deck monsters. I mean, like, even with Odd Eyes themselves, you can recycle your Odd Eyes Vortexes, and that's just with the Odd Eyes archetype in its own.
I mean, yeah, if you have a Crystal Main Grave, just bring it back. I mean, there's so many different things you can think of.
Oh, like if you get a Moonlight?
Yeah, no, just bring back Moonlight.
Just bring out Moonlight, mandatory effect, and return something back to your hand. You that mandatory effect, return it back to your hand. It's like, wow, there's so much potential with this card. And that is not the only thing it does, actually. You can discard this card, pay 500 life points, search, add 1 level 8 or lower dragon pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Any dragon pendulum monster. So, like, immediately when I saw it, I was like, you know what? You can put all 3 of these in Amorphish.
Yeah, it would play it immediately.
Yeah, and so you just pull whatever Morphage card and suddenly you just play it well, and now your opponent can't really play that card. So it's like, that's kind of horrible in that sense. Other dragons are obviously Odd Eyes, which makes it like kind of like a 3 of, in my opinion, of any Odd Eyes deck.
I can see maybe Blue Eyes playing it too.
Well, what kind of dragon? Pendulum.
They play via 4 mage and that's about it. But
that's kind of like an anti-meta.
That's an anti-meta build, yeah.
That's interesting. Additionally, this card gains attack and defense equal to half your opponent's life point, and you're probably not going to bring this out anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the other effect, the other groundbreaking effect, once per turn, you can pay half your life points, shuffle into the deck all cards on the field and in the graveyard, other than this card. So, all those Infernities that you have in your graveyard?
All those Infernoids, no. All those graveyard effects, no.
No, and the thing is that with this monster, with this effect, you can basically mimic it. You use the Odd Eyes Venom Dragon. Is that the card?
Starving Venom.
Yeah, Starving Venom.
Yeah.
It's one of the Venom monsters.
Supreme King Starving Venom.
The Supreme King can copy an effect of the dragon in the graveyard. Basically, you just copy this effect, pay half your life points, does the same thing.
And then it gains attack, which is gonna be fun too.
Good God, I mean, like, it's just...
It'll be at like 6,800 or something like that.
It has so much OTK potential, and that's the thing, it's like, when you look at this card, it has so many of these great effects, and they're not once per turn. Like the once resurrect a dragon extra deck monster from the graveyard, not once per turn. As long as you can destroy this card, yeah, that's fine. You just bring it back, keep on doing that. Its search effect, not once per turn. As long as you can discard it, pay 500 life points, then you get it again. It's like, oh goodness, I can't wait to get this card. Unfortunately, it comes in the promo next year, ish. So we don't even know how relevant necessarily it will be by then, but you can definitely count on me being excited for that.
Yeah. Konami is definitely giving some Pendulum some love this release of these next support cards.
They better, they kind of neutered them.
Yeah, they kind of neutered them, but yeah, it seems like they're trying to be like, you don't hate us Pendulum players.
Additionally, another thing that's coming out next year in January is the new structure deck, the Surge of Divine Radiance, or in TCG it's called Wave of Light. That's
It's not as good.
yeah, it's kind of like ooh. But don't think otherwise. This deck is full of counter traps and counter trap support, and you can bet your butt that I will be playing this, and my team will hate me. Yes, to the core.
No, we expected of you already.
I know. Yeah. Like instantly, it comes with like Air Knight Partisan card. It actually became an archetype into itself, so to speak. And it now boasts a higher attack. It does the same thing it does piercing, but then now it comes with searching for counter trap effects. A lot of the new support comes out, like there's Angel something Minerva, which gains attack permanently based on how many counter traps you activate. Another one, Valkyria, which adds a fairy to your hand. There's a lot of potential to where it goes, and as we get more news of what's coming out, then we can definitely count on me to be very hyped for that. Goodness. Coming out actually with there's a OTS Tournament Pack 6. When does that come out?
It comes out December
7th. So actually not too far away actually.
It's like 2 months, yeah, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, it comes out with a lot of cards that are played right now, as most OTSs are. It comes out with an upgraded Brilliant Fusion as an ultimate rare.
Which is amazing.
Good God, as long as they don't like mess with what they're going to foil.
Yeah, they don't mess with the foiling.
Yeah, because there's so many layers to the card that's like it's kind of easy to mess up, and I really hope they don't do that with like they did with Terraforming.
Yeah, Terraforming did not look good.
Well, Terraforming was a dark card, and I think as we mentioned before,
yeah, lighter cards do better with foiling.
Yeah, exactly. It also comes with hollow versions of Wind Witches. Well, they're already hollow, so it's kind of Paleozoic, War, Trickstar, hollow. So you can
maybe we'll get a super Lily Bell or something.
because clearly that's what they need.
Yeah,
Super Lily
Super
Ball.
Lily Bell, maybe an ultimate reincarnation.
I think that's actually the only announced ultimate rare is the relocation.
Yeah, they haven't announced anything else yet.
Yeah, so and then usually they come out with like 3 ultimate rares, so we're kind of like on our tombstones like what's gonna come out at ultimate rare, what's gonna come out, we don't know, but it's gonna be amazing, hopefully. So we're definitely looking forward to that for our upcoming tournament starting December. Around Christmas time, which is really good. And that for our wallets.
Yes, the same ways.
Oh goodness, I can't wait for that.
As if we're already not going to be poor this weekend.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness. I mean, like with Circuit Break coming out, the Legendary Duels coming out, the new structure deck that's gonna come out, I think it comes out December, right?
January.
January.
Yeah, Duel Links.
No, not the Wave of Light
Which
one.
one?
There's actually
November.
Huh?
November.
November. Yeah, the
Try Game Visa, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
link, the actual link.
Yeah,
deck.
the
Oh yeah, but
Saikyo
also
one.
November we're getting the weathery stuff and also getting
Oh, yeah. The
and the Spirit Warrior side we're getting.
Yeah, that's that too. Alright, there's so many things to cover with UTM, unfortunately. I mean, like, every single other week, pretty much, there's like something new that's coming out. That's a new product. So it just times it perfectly with our paychecks. Because again,
It's like, oh, it's pay week. Go buy a new structure deck.
yeah, no, buy a new deck box, buy a new this, buy a new this. Oh goodness, it's insane. Oh goodness. And actually, we have some other news on the forefront of Duel Links. Ojama Yellow.
Oh yeah, Konami just released the GX world for Duel Links. So the first few playable characters are Jaden, Chaz, Alexis, and Aster. I'm trying to remember their English names. GX in Japanese. And they also have Bastion, and apparently he plays Chemi Critters now. Because in the anime he didn't really have much to go off of besides Hydrogeddon and Oxygeddon, right? Yeah, you just have those. So now he also has Chemi Critters when you level him up. Right now, I have 4 out of 5. I don't have Bastion because his unlock requirement is just ridiculous. You're supposed to win 50 duels with 3 or less cards left in your deck. And that'll take forever.
Interesting.
That's just,
Yeah, exactly.
it's, I mean, like, by itself, that's actually not a hard thing to do,
It's
but
just
then
gonna take
how many
forever.
times you have to do that, that's
Exactly.
ridiculous.
It's so tedious. I don't know if I'll ever unlock that dude. I think I'll be able to unlock Pegasus in November, well before I get Bastion.
I mean, literally, you have to purposely lose your, like not win your duels in order to get that far down, right?
Or just not do anything and just keep discarding until you reach the last 3 cards and you're like, okay, I think I'll win now.
Yeah, then you win. It's like, oh goodness. You just lock them out with like Ojama King, because obviously the GX era, we get Ojama, so kind of celebrating that.
Yeah.
I pulled it off once. My opening hand was the 3 OG Ojamas and the Poly. So I made Ojama King and then locked out a Charmer deck. They couldn't summon anything. Bye.
Yeah,
So good.
goodness. Well, I think that wraps up the news for now, so let's see. Unless is there anything else that we need to talk about?
That's basically it.
That sounds
For
like
now,
a good
yeah.
idea.
Until we get vendor news.
Oh
Yes.
goodness, please, soon Konami, I need to know. I need to know. Well, that'll wrap it up, Duelists. So please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned because the fun is always just getting started.